But you said, nah, this need to be you.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
Come on, Slime.
You half like that?
Nah, not like that, Slime. Come on. I ain't
By the way, the war report.
And you write the book and said N.O.R.E. somebody.
No, he didn't mind that. He didn't mind that.
N.O.R.E. my mistake.
N.O.R.E. was like, how come I tell people that when no one cares, but when Prodigy says it.
Don't you mean how you a mistake? The ground.
He calling and saying, yo, Prodigy doesn't want to be a part of the record anymore. So we left Prodigy on the hook. We took his verse off.
Capone is finally spilling the real tea on what went down between N.O.R.E. and Prodigy. And now folks are side-eyeing N.O.R.E. heavy, wondering if he was actually part of a bigger move to bring Prodigy down. For the longest time, everyone chalked up the beef between Prodigy and CNN to typical rap game mess, street whispers, jail gossip, and misunderstandings. Just that usual tension from back in the day. But now, people are starting to connect the pieces like a puzzle, and some are claiming N.O.R.E. might have played a real role in pushing Prodigy out the picture. So what did Capone actually drop that's got everybody talking? What's the real story behind N.O.R.E.'s issue with Prodigy? And was he really tied into this so-called secret industry plan to shut Prodigy up once and for all? This ain't just about old beef. It runs way deeper. Let's dig into it.
No. I gotta say that. I gotta say that. Because Marley wasn't privileged. Marley put in work.
To really get why Capone's latest words hit so crazy, we gotta rewind to the late 90s and early 2000s. Back then, Mobb Deep and Capone and Noreaga were repping Queens hard, certified from the block, no industry-made image. Now, Prodigy and N.O.R.E. weren't exactly tight, but they weren't strangers either. They did tracks together, hit the same stages, and had a bunch of mutual connections. On the outside, there was respect, but now people are asking if that respect was just for show. But then everything started flipping. By 2011, it was no more peace, it exploded. When Prodigy dropped his autobiography, My Infamous Life, he didn't hold anything back. That book had the industry shook because he started dropping real names, and one of those names, Capone. According to what Prodigy wrote, Capone allegedly took the stand in a case tied to Havoc's brother, Killer Black. Whether that was facts or not, just saying something that's serious in print was like lighting a match in a gas station. Capone was furious, hit interviews right away, ready for smoke. He was heated and basically dared Prodigy to call him a snitch to his face.
I didn't know nothing about the crime. I wasn't Killer's co-defendant. I wasn't there when the crime happened. I ain't speak to him after. I ain't speak to nobody after. But I gave a fake statement. Hey, it happens. But I didn't put nothing in there to incriminate nobody. But at the end of the day, when it came time to go to trial, they try to use that shit. Like I gave a statement. But go ahead, it's a lie. I don't care. Because Prodigy tried to say, oh, he gotta, what'd he say? He gotta take it up with himself or something. Some fun like that. I'm like, my man, I'm a G. Let me tell you something. I bust my gun to the fullest in the hood, man. I did my crimes. I went up north. So in that time, when all that's supposed to happen, right after that happened, I came right back to the hood. I didn't go nowhere and hide. I didn't dip from nobody. I was in your face. I was in everybody's face. Nobody had nothing to say. Killer came home. He seen me numerous times in the street. We kicked it. Me and Hav kicked it. Everything. The next you say I snitched on was in the streets with me. With me, man. With me. Like it's not a mystery that he was in the streets with me. Then when I go to jail, he goes and runs with the I was with before I went to jail. So come on, I can't be that much of a snitch, B, because had ample time to say anything they wanted, to do anything they wanted. It's 17 years later, my dude. Now come find out you drop a book. You want to mention that? Yeah, everybody told me that to my face 20 years, 15 years ago. You could have told me that anyway. You could have tried to dead my career. But don't wait till now when you drop a book to try to glorify your life. Like it's all that crazy, like I'm just a snitch. I did my bid. I didn't do a bid just for holding my... I never got punched in my face while having a gun on me.
But Prodigy's fans weren't letting it slide either. They wanted answers. Like, why would Capone even speak in court at all if he had nothing to do with the case? And even if it was just a misunderstanding in the streets, that kind of thing sticks. Then N.O.R.E. got dragged into it too. He sided with Charlemagne when he accused Prodigy of dry snitching in the book.
We were talking about his book. He has his autobiography out right now.
Right.
And he definitely kept it real about everything from his point of view.
He did a lot of dry snitching, though.
From everything that happened.
He talked about people getting shot, people shooting,
Yeah, he
people
definitely
fighting.
did.
He said it, and you. I like the way you put it. You dry snitch ass. I like the way you put it.
Calling out names without directly saying they did something illegal. That only made things hotter. Eventually, though, it looked like N.O.R.E. and Prodigy tried to dead the issue online. Prodigy took to social media to clear things up, writing, "I don't know why people are saying I beat N.O.R.E. up. That's not what my book says, and that's not what happened. Read before you speak." He also added, "I never said we won or lost in that confrontation either. It happened, and I told the story. That's what autobiographies are about. Real life." N.O.R.E. responded with a short but telling message, "My ninja." And just like that, fans thought the beef was finally buried. But then 2012 came swinging again. Havoc jumped on Twitter and stirred up the mess all over again, accusing Prodigy of being gay and even claiming he was writing love letters to men while locked up. Total chaos. Havoc went wild on Twitter, writing, "I got ninjas in the jail system to back up that Prodigy was smashing homies in jail." He dared Prodigy to prove him wrong, saying he had a big announcement coming and that people who were locked up with Prodigy know the truth. But Havoc didn't stop there. He claimed he had already smacked Prodigy before and straight up threatened to do it again. He wrote, "I had to smack P. Ask him. Let's do it one-on-one, me and P." Then he threw more shade, calling Prodigy a Long Island B, and even tried to question if he was really Queensbridge certified. Straight disrespectful. But wait, the next twist? Havoc came back later saying it wasn't him tweeting all that and claimed his phone got stolen.
So then he put out a statement. "Just getting back into New York after my Easter weekend with family and friends in Jersey. I left my phone at a gas station yesterday evening while on my way to Jersey after a glorious Knicks game. To all Mobb Deep fans, it's business as usual. It's Mobb Deep all day. My Twitter account at The Real Havoc will be down until further notice. The only other real account is at Prodigy Mobb Deep. Ignore the rest one."
So he talked all this tough talk on Twitter only to say that his phone got stolen at a gas station and somebody else was tweeting it. But when you look at the tweets, he was actually tweeting from the web, not even mobile web, just from the web. So even if your phone got stolen, it don't matter because you was tweeting from the web.
All right, so our boy N.O.R.E. actually...
For a second, it almost looked like he was trying to walk it all back until an actual audio clip leaked of Havoc doubling down on those same wild claims. In the recording, he once again said Prodigy was messing with dudes in jail and admitted he smacked him.
A clip of this is Havoc, right?
This is Havoc.
Talking about Prodigy.
Yes.
We'll say allegedly just to cover
Allegedly,
our ass, but this is Havoc.
I don't got nothing against gay people or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, look your son. Look, watch. And then this in the jail comes out from the woodworks and they're going to tell you what the this was doing. He gay. I had to smack him like a month and a half ago when we was doing South by Southwest.
Now explain what he just said, Charlemagne.
He basically said that his former partner in rhyme, I don't want to say former because I guess they're still together, Prodigy is gay and his dudes in the jail that are going to come out the woodworks and back up his story, and he actually smacked Prodigy a month and a half ago at the South by Southwest show.
And guess who chimed in next? N.O.R.E. He confirmed it was definitely Havoc's voice in that audio. No denying it. But N.O.R.E. didn't stop there. He also threw in a cryptic, messy comment aimed at Prodigy, saying something like, "The cat's gonna be let out the bag soon." That line had fans shook.
I think that it happens, things like this been happening over years. We've been hearing rumors. And even though, you know, he probably going to come and he's going to deny it, I think that the cat will be let out the bag very soon.
Later, though, N.O.R.E. tried to clean it up and said he was just playing. When someone asked him straight up if Havoc was telling the truth about Prodigy's sexuality, N.O.R.E. didn't say yes, but he didn't say no either. He just shrugged it off with, "Ask Havoc." By then, it was too late. The internet was in full meltdown mode, and fans were completely torn apart over what to believe. Some folks thought the whole thing was just a clout chase. Even Prodigy later admitted they milked the drama. But others felt like there was something way deeper going on, something personal that never got aired out. Now fast forward to today, and things might be getting shaky between Capone and N.O.R.E. themselves. People close to their circle are saying Capone's been falling back. He ain't linking with N.O.R.E. like he used to. Word is, he's been keeping his distance and not vibing with N.O.R.E's energy lately. Allegedly, Capone's even been telling folks behind the scenes that he's not feeling how N.O.R.E moves in the game or the kind of company he keeps in the industry, and this is where things start looking extra weird. We can't forget, Prodigy spent years calling out not just rappers, but the entire machine. He went after the music industry, the government, the prison system, and even secret societies. Yeah, the whole Illuminati talk. And he wasn't whispering either. He said it loud and clear. He warned about how powerful people behind the scenes were doing sick stuff, and he claimed they were hiding it all in plain sight.
It's definitely not a joke, man. It's a lot of real stuff going on out here in this world. Secret societies are real. It's definitely very obvious, that they're at work and it's at play in the music industry, in the food industry, politics. Everywhere you turn is everywhere. You just got to read the signs, you know what I mean? The writing on the wall, basically, is all in front of your face, you know what I'm saying? Once people just learn about it and do a little research about it all, they'll be able to see like, oh wow, I understand what's going on. And all this ritualistic and rituals on little, they doing kids doing satanic rituals. Like, this stuff is really going on in this world. Like, you know what I mean? You got sick people like Jeffrey Dahmer and different people like that. And I believe that it was a different background to it, why he was doing what he was doing. I think it was some ritualistic things going on.
Prodigy made it clear he wasn't scared to speak out, and even said he wasn't afraid to die if that's what it took to tell the truth.
I was inside, locked in a prison. I wanted to show them that I still had no fear in my heart, about speaking my mind and letting people know what time it is. There's no reason for me to fear, because it's really nothing. There's nothing they can do besides me, and I'm not afraid of that.
Then in 2017, boom, Prodigy dies. Official word, he allegedly choked on an egg in a hospital bed, but here's where fans got real suspicious. He was working on a musical about the Illuminati when he died. That's when theories started flying. People saying the story didn't sit right, too convenient, too random, and guess who tried to shut the convo down fast? N.O.R.E. In a recent sit-down with Havoc when the Illuminati stuff came up, N.O.R.E brushed it off quick, called it a wild conspiracy and kept it moving, like he didn't even want to touch that topic. It felt like N.O.R.E was low-key trying to get Havoc to co-sign that all the talk about Prodigy and the Illuminati was just some made-up nonsense, like he was steering the convo away from anything that might shake the table too hard.
I'm sorry to start with you with such a harsh question, but a lot of people, when they look at Prodigy's death, right, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that floats around that death. People actually say that it was an eggshell. Obviously, when I want to interview anybody, I Google everything, and people are saying, and then there's this video, and you tell me if this is real or not, I don't know, of Prodigy and they're like Illuminati, a guy running up on the Illuminati and saying, you better not put out this video.
Somebody was ran up on
him, and and he had the people had a mask on. Did you ever see this video?
Nah, it was a real video.
It was I don't know if it's a real video.
Up on him?
Yeah, they ran up on him, and they was like, you better not put this video out, whatever video that it is.
Now some folks think N.O.R.E was just trying to protect his industry connects, keep that clean face for the big rooms. But others, they believe he was doing straight up damage control, like maybe he knew more than he let on, or worse. What if he didn't help set Prodigy up directly, but instead played a part in tearing down his credibility, making him look unstable, keeping him isolated when he was trying to expose things and needed solid backing the most? And if N.O.R.E was really just joking when he co-signed those wild rumors about Prodigy's sexuality and then acted like everything was cool, why keep Prodigy's name spinning with that bad energy? Now, with Capone reportedly falling back from N.O.R.E, some are wondering maybe Capone knows more than he's saying. Maybe keeping his distance is his quiet way of tapping out like, I'm not part of this mess no more. No matter how you look at it, things are unraveling. And when you really start pulling at these threads, it starts looking way deeper than just some leftover rap beef. In an industry this cold, The ones who rise up and stay up are usually the ones who stay silent, follow the rules, and never push back too hard. And the ones who do speak up, they get pushed out or worse. But here's the cold truth. The ones who speak out, the ones who question too much like Prodigy, they either get pushed out or they disappear altogether. And now people are saying it's no coincidence that Prodigy died the way he did. In a hospital choking on an egg. Come on, the whole thing feels off and way too convenient. Meanwhile, look who's still thriving, N.O.R.E. The same dude who brushed off all the conspiracy talk now has major corporate deals, including a comfy spot on Diddy's Revolt platform. So now people are asking the real question. Did N.O.R.E. level up because he played the game? Did he get rewarded for staying quiet? Or worse, for helping to silence someone who wouldn't back down? Was he compromised? When you go back and look at how he treated Prodigy, was it all just jokes? Or was there something darker going on behind the scenes? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe N.O.R.E. was just protecting his image? Or was there more to it? Was Prodigy really onto something? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and drop your thoughts below. I want to hear it all. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next, and I'll catch you in the next one.